everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we're going to go over March's budget. I like to have these videos out a little early for you guys so that you can see an example of someone else's budget before you make your own. If you have any questions or need help maybe creating your own budget or anything like that, please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to try to help you out. And let's just dive right into it. I personally use a ERIN CONDREN Deluxe Monthly for my budgets. You get 5 note pages per month for whatever you want. I like to use mine for budgeting. And on this page, right before your monthly view, is where I put my budget review page. The budget review page will probably change here. I don't think that I need this much structure necessarily now that I'm just kind of zero-based budgeting myself to whatever's left over I'm putting towards our car loan. We are on baby step 2. This is 2 people's incomes, and we're trying to go through the Dave Ramsey baby steps as well as we can follow them, and we just have 1 car loan to pay off, and then we are going to be debt-free besides our mortgage. I'm slating this as a 5 paycheck week month, and hopefully we bring in $6,200. Before, I was really lowballing our income, and I think I would rather kind of put it towards the higher, not calling out, not missing days of work, just to see if we are short. I can say, well, maybe you should start going to work more, or maybe I won't even care. But I would rather see like our actual potential and go from there, as opposed to just lowballing it 2 weeks out of the paycheck, the month, and not feeling bad when I call out or whatnot. So I'm going to try it that way and see what happens. And if it's lower, it's lower. If it's that amount, great. For our fixed bills, I have them estimated at $2,838.02, and that is because I want to make at least a $950 car payment, and that's based on how many weeks paychecks are in the month. So if it's a 5 paycheck week month for us, because we do get paid weekly, I want to make a $950 payment, and if it's a 4 paycheck week month, I want to make a $700 payment, and that's just what I've set as a goal for us to hopefully reach. That's why they're so high. Our fixed bills seem really high, but it's because of that $950 car payment. Budgeted items I have slated for $2,490. Our sinking funds I'm not going to write in yet, just because I'd rather kind of evaluate them like towards the middle of the month or when we get our bonus check, as opposed to just setting a number and freaking out if I don't have enough money for them. So, because sinking funds are savings accounts, they're not something that you need to hopefully purchase that month or whatnot. So hopefully I can just evaluate them in the middle of the month. So then you have your monthly view, and this is where I put our fixed bills and I write down when they're due. This really helps me when I do our weekly paycheck budgets. I do like to do weekly budgets as well, so I kind of just break down our budget weekly when I do that. And I do that in another deluxe monthly. I know I'm crazy, but I do have 2 of these, and I think I'll only need 2 for this year possibly. But I do like to write our groceries and gas transactions, and then I do my paycheck budgets in here. So even if it's a 5-week paycheck month like March, I will still have 5 pages to do our paycheck to paycheck budgets as well. But like I said, I don't think I'll always need to, this one's more of my fixed bills, and that's kind of like my weekly expenses and weekly paycheck budgets. So for groceries, since it's a 5 paycheck week month, I think the $85 is plenty of money for us. It's me, my soon-to-be husband, and Dominic, who is my son. And so 3 people. I don't think that we are home a lot during dinner, so that really does help us. We usually have to use our spending money a little bit more because we can get something at work or whatnot. We work at QuikTrip, which is a gas station, convenience store, but we do have kitchens there. I tend to eat from our kitchens quite a bit. I work until 11 p.m. like 3 nights a week, so I'm not home for dinner. So that really does help out with our grocery costs, I feel like. And then eat out, I'm just leaving it at the $35 a week, because when it's more, I tend to be like, okay, well, what can I spend with the extra money that we still have? It's like it's burning a hole in my pocket when it's just sitting there. And I think that's really weird, but it has kept us very much so like thinking about, okay, well, we only have like enough money to eat out once this week. So where are we going to eat? How are we going to plan it out? Instead of before, I know we were eating out like way more. So the $35 a week does really help us cut back and really think about the purchase, as opposed to, oh yeah, that's convenient, let's go get McDonald's on the road or whatever. And if we run out of eat out money, we have to use our personal money. And then gas, I made this budget before I knew Alex was moving stores, so it's still at the $75 a week, which is fine. I will just, when it's the end of the month, put money towards something else. It's fine. And then Dominic's care, I just take the $30 that I pay my mom every single week and the $15 that he can go to the after school program possibly a week and times them by 5, and that's where I got the $210. I might have took out $115 just for spring break because obviously he won't go that week. I'm not positive, but I might have taken out one. Alex gets $100 spending money and I get $100 spending money. Alex does smoke cigarettes, he smokes pot, so he needs a little bit more spending money for his addictions, and I have coffee problems and I spend a lot of money at work, and if we have like a date night or anything like that, we take it out of here. And if there's something like miscellaneous that I think it's kind of like a want as opposed to a need, and sometimes it is a need and I don't care about using my spending money, I kind of use this as a catch-all too. So even though it's kind of high, I do use it for miscellaneous crap all the time. And then we go into our cash envelopes. I'm not doing physical cash envelopes anymore. I've emptied these all out. I'm not using them. I'm gonna keep it just in case I hate what I've changed to, but normally I would put money in these little accordions and I would never have the money with me. I would be at Target and be like, I'm just here for groceries, and then like halfway through the store go, oh, well, Dominic's out of body wash. And then I'd have to come home, put it in the pay myself back section in my other accordion and hope that I had enough money to like pay that other accordion. I'm already logging it, so I'd rather just log it and do a tally or a total at the end of the month than have to have this cash just sitting here and hoping that it's got enough dollar bills and stuff like that in it. So I am going to get cash out for Dominic. This is his spending money. This is kind of like his allowance. The reason I started doing this was one of the worst categories for me. One of the number one places I wasted money on. I don't know why I was doing this, but like if we were at the store, I would just be like, yeah, you can get that. It's only $1. Yeah, you can get that. It's only a couple bucks. And by the end of the day, he would have a ton of crap, even though it was like relatively inexpensive. When you add it all up, it was a lot of money. So I used to go shopping a lot more. I used to like just let him get little things here and there all the time. And it was like, looking back at it now, I wasted a lot of money doing that. So now he has his own money and he makes a lot better decisions with it. And he usually has a balance. Like he usually has money in his wallet still to roll over to the next month. So it has gone a lot better. I think that I wish I started this sooner because it's really helped. He's going to be 6 this month, so maybe I can start doing like a commission system or some sort of other thing where he has to kind of earn the money. He does help whenever I ask him to help. He just helps with chores and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily think that you should just get paid for doing chores just because like I don't get paid for doing chores kind of thing. Like I think it should just be like a family thing. I think that like I'd rather pay him for something like extra because like making your bed and stuff like that should just be something that you just do. It shouldn't just be, oh well, I made my bed so I get money for it kind of thing. But like if he wants to help pick weeds or something like that, that's like above and beyond kind of thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but he is gonna be 6 soon, and I might change the way that I'm just, instead of just giving him money at the beginning of the month kind of thing. So personal care, but like I said, this has helped tremendously. Like it's not just for toys either. Like if we go to Target and he wants a slushie, like I say, okay, well, if you have some money in your wallet, you're gonna go buy it. And like I've been sending him to the counter by himself, and not by himself, but like I'll be standing right there and be like, okay, tell them what you want, kind of thing. So I'm trying to teach him to not be shy. I was very shy. I'm still very shy, so I don't want him to be as shy as I was. So I'm trying to do all that with him. Personal care is just like things that we need. Not, I would say like any beauty products like nail polish or like I just bought a new makeup brush and stuff like that. I don't consider that stuff personal care. I think that should come out of my personal money because it's not a need, it's a want, and I don't really do that much stuff in way of like beauty. I don't really do my hair. I don't really do my makeup. If I do, I think that should just come out of personal money because it is so high. So this is just needs for like the bathroom, like toothpaste, shampoo, body wash, and this includes Dominic stuff too. So I think $25 is plenty of money for that because we usually don't need like everything at the same time. So hopefully that's plenty of money. I did go over last month by like $3, so we'll see. Household is like paper plates, light bulbs, batteries, whatever, just like little things that you need that aren't groceries, I guess, for your house. I put $35 in there. Medical, I'm going to start doing a little differently starting in April. I want to have medical be more so if we need to go to a specialist, if we need to go get x-rays, if we need anything medical wise that's not this. Before this was just kind of like, oh, we got bug bites so we need itching cream, oh, we need Visine for dry eyes, or it was like Walgreens trips kind of thing. And now I want it to start encompassing all things medical. So I'm going to change it in April. I'm going to just make it a sinking fund that I'm putting a little bit more money in because we do have to pay like completely out of like for the entire visit instead of like a copay for specialists and things like that. So I want to start putting money in case we do need to go to a specialist. I have problems with I have ovarian cysts and things, so I have to see a gynecologist quite a bit for that. So when I go see him, I have to pay like, I think it's like $130 some odd dollars, instead of just paying like a $30 copay or whatever. It's more expensive for us because you have to pay a certain amount and then it starts going into copays. It's weird, but it's fine. We can go see our like a family practitioner basically for free. So that's kind of like how they, I don't know, make it so that it's not so expensive, because we just get to see our doctor for like basically all of your simple stuff. And then if we have to go to see a specialist, then that's when we have to start paying. Fun, I'm going to put $100 in here. I do want to take Dominic to the Ostrich Festival. It's this really cool carnival / there's vendors and stuff there. It's awesome. It's in Chandler, Arizona. I take him every year for around his birthday. His birthday's the week after the Ostrich Festival is here. It's only here for a weekend. And I take him every year, so that will probably be all used when we go to that. And then clothing, I'm putting $50 in there just because I think with it getting warmer and things like that, and usually in March because we live in Arizona, we probably will need like shorts or tank tops or something like that. So I put $50 in there, and those are for need clothing. I usually don't, if I want like a new shirt or a new sweatshirt or something like that, I use my personal money. I don't think that it's a need usually when I'm buying things like that. If I buy like camis for work, or if I buy work clothes, or if I'm buying socks or underwear, I think those are needs. If I want just like a cute new shirt, like I usually just take that out of my personal money. Haircuts I fund every other month. I think I'm going to start funding this every single month and just have it like maybe part of personal care. I'm going to switch on my sinking fund, so in April, but stay tuned. I just want to be funding that every single month because sometimes like Dominic's hair grows really fast. Like I think he could have went for a haircut almost every month the last couple months, so maybe I shouldn't be funding them every other month. But Alex's haircut he definitely only needs it like every other month, so I don't know. I'll decide. This is my transaction log. I was kind of getting sad that when I did have this little thing, I didn't know where the money was going. So I would just like pay myself back for the body wash or whatever. And then the money would be out of there and I'd be like, well, I don't even know what I spent that on. So this was what I made in lieu of not knowing. So this is just a log that I'm going to use for this month. I'm going to change it up next month and have like all of my sinking funds and all of my cash envelopes kind of thing in one. So this will get different. This will get different. Fixed bills. My fixed bills don't really change much. I do like having them listed for me to see and make sure that they're all around the same amount. I pre-wrote this out, so the Verizon bill is definitely going to be less because we paid off Alex's phone. I want to say it's going to be around $110 maybe. I'm not sure. This is 3 people's phones. I pay for my mom's phone too as another just kind of thank you for watching my son. She watches him 2 nights a week, like overnight, because I work until 11 p.m. And the car loan, I do want to make the $950 payment, but that's not the minimum payment. The minimum payment is only $233.17, and I think everything else is normal. So yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. If you have any questions about anything, please leave it down below. And then this is my sinking fund page. I didn't fill out everything. I don't know the total amount. I don't even know if that's what I'm going to put towards this. I might fund Christmas all of the way. I haven't decided yet because I don't like having money just sitting in my account as a buffer that's not like for anything. I feel like I'd rather like put that towards a sinking fund or put that towards debt or something. So I think the $500 buffer could be kind of multi-purpose and be kind of like a buffer as well. So I think I might up my sinking fund so that I have like the buffer, because I don't need my Christmas fund until December anyway. So, well, I take that back. I usually start Christmas shopping in like September. So, I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I don't want to fill these in until maybe like midway through the month or like when we get our bonus checks. And then I'll decide how much I do want to put towards all of these things. This, I do want to put the 60 towards car tags and oil changes. I don't think I'll need more than 50 in that one, so I was just kind of like pre-doing this. Dominic miscellaneous, I think $30 is perfect. I haven't had a time where I've been over yet. I haven't been doing this fund for that long, but most of his stuff that I need to get him, that's like, I had to get him Valentine's last month for his little kids at school. That was only like $4, and it's always like stuff like that, but I just would rather budget for it. So I just think that there's like things that come up with kids that you forget about, and I think $30 is perfect little amount for that. Or not even forget about, like he broke his backpack in January, so I had to buy him a new backpack. So he didn't break it. Apparently Avery broke it. He stepped on it, and then we needed to get him a new one. And then Christmas is $60, and I just broke down what I wanted to have in November, and that what I came up with was $60. So that's kind of like the minimum that I want to put in there too. So I was just kind of sketching out kind of the amount that I wanted. And then I have a little log down here. I don't think that, like, I'll definitely put money in gifts this month because I used all of the money out of gifts last month for Valentine's Day, and kind of like I used a little bit of the money to get one of the other rings resized, but I don't know. We'll see how much I want to put in there because it is Dominic's birthday month. So I might get him a bigger bike. The bike he has right now works fine, but it's the end of the line kind of for that bike. Like I can't raise it anymore. It's gonna be interesting if he gets any bigger. So I think I might get him a new bike. So I might just put like the amount of the bike in there for that because Easter's in April this year. So usually it's in May. It's usually in March, and Dominic's birthday is in March, so it's kind of like double whammy, but it's in April this year. And then I have a log for that, and that is basically it for today's video. If you like this video, please hit subscribe. You don't have to like it. You can like it if you want, but I'd rather you hit subscribe so you see all my videos and we can be budgeting together and help each other out. And I hope that you guys have a great March budget, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.